And now, Minion Works presents Freelance Heroism.
Would you like me to speak them spoken word, or you can just snap at the end, or how do you want to do this?
I guess however you feel, how they would be best delivered.
Okay. All right. I'm thinking a laser light show.
Oh, okay.
Maybe like that. Dieter Priebke Glauber Gruben, or whatever the fuck they say at the beginning of that part song. Okay. So I'm gonna perform this first one. I call this one The Sad Duck. There once was a duck who loved bread, who was born with a massive square head. And when they walked, it would drag, and on roots it would snag, and get caught up, and they'd wind up quite dead. That was the first one. I like that one. This is a second one. It's called Ray. I don't know. I haven't actually thought of a title, but I think it's something like Ray Gun. Like a laser or something. I don't know. We'll fool with it in post, bro. Ray is a girl that I know who is short because her body won't grow. Micro in height, a diminutive sight, and trapped in her house when it snows. So she plays D&D with us dudes and complains by just crying out rude. Find something new on Fridays to do? Good luck, so go QQ, you noob. By the way, for those who don't know, QQ is to quit crying because the internet can't spell. L2P, brah.
Wow, thank you.
Hey, no problem. You engage the beef down.
Because you ditched me again.
I would have recorded that with you.
But you weren't there.
I was super fucking tired.
Well, you ditched me.
You're always making fun of me you're like, you sleep too long. I'm like, well, in all fairness, it's like a day and a half, 2 days between them. So, go fuck yourself or whatever. So you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I think I'm gonna mess up on my part when I get to it because I was trying to practice it earlier. I think I'm gonna mess up. So
I don't practice anything. They call me one take Dees.
No one calls you that.
No one calls me that. In particular, no one calls me that because it's almost never true. Hey, freelancers, and welcome back to Freelance Heroism. I'm Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
We're a D&D 5e actual play podcast. Our current campaign is The Curse of Strahd, a gothic horror-inspired setting in the dangerous and fog-shrouded land of Ravenloft.
While the setting is serious, our heroes are not. Will they actually be able to defeat the vampire lord Strahd and restore peace to Ravenloft? Or will they just steal goats and invoice villagers? Join us and find out on this episode, From Dawn Till Dusk Elves.
Last episode, the party was in the middle of assisting their newfound companion Tobias the Tiefling to track down a wraith. The professional was the first victim of the wraith's attack, and he initiated a tactical retreat while the rest of the party focused solely on the wraith.
That is, until Adri discovered that Tobias was a dirty, no-good warlock. She instructed Ragnik to change the trajectory of their fastball special, which he did not do, by the way, and then she attacked Tobias with extreme prejudice. The wraith was somehow killed in the process before the professional convinced Adri to let the warlock live. For now.
Because you're classist. You're a classist.
Not classist.
You're classist.
Not.
You're not a classist?
No, I guess technically Adri would be pretty classist.
Technically? It's the definition.
Guess technically, if you just look at the technical.
You don't have to carry the fucking 7 in this one. It's pretty straightforward.
as of right now, you guys are actually all back at your house, plotting your guys' next moves. What's to happen when you guys get a knock on the door?
Someone get that.
I will answer the door.
Don't we have a
What?
servant girl for that?
We do, but everyone else
He's
answers the
making
door
cookies.
before. Oh my god.
Yeah, you didn't see me get to go for the door.
So Adrian answers the door. You see a familiar dwarf at the door. Old Blug's come to visit.
Oh,
Luggy.
Ah, how are my friends doing?
could be better. How are you?
Very good, very good. Except over in the, have a shop set up over in the village of Barovia, but we heard y'all got fucked in the ass.
Eloquent as always, Blug.
Oh,
That is
So,
very
I-
very rude way to put it.
well, we heard the town got attacked twice, and so I brought a carriage full of food over. Ismark ordered it to send it over,
Oh,
and he has a letter for you all too as well. But we're just making sure you guys are all still alive. We didn't think the town could get hit twice with you guys here,
well, that was really nice of him.
and you guys are my favorite customers.
Oh, calm down, Blug.
I'm pretty sure in this town we will be only customer because everybody else is pretty much murdered.
Unless you sell coffins. Big market.
Yeah.
boom.
The last coffin maker
I've
did
been
not
looking
end
at that.
well, so that's probably not best profession.
I don't think it was his business model that made it not end well for him.
Yeah, that was his choice of associates, I think, was the bigger
Agreed.
problem.
That guy got fucked in ass.
That guy
Man,
did.
everyone's always getting in the pocket of deep coffin.
Yeah, that was he went down in flames too, didn't he?
Yes, he
Yep.
did.
There's definitely a trend with us.
And the people he was renting that loft to. That loft space
Oh,
up
yeah.
above his business.
Yep.
Plug's in there. He has a wagon full of supplies for you guys to disperse. Letter from Ismark. He's like, and so you're saying there's a opening for coffin business in town, right? And it's booming, I hear. A lot of dead people.
Yeah, you might just have to rebuild. You
I
could
guess
call
I
it
would.
You could call it Phoenix tombstones and stuff because you have to rise from the ashes.
Phoenix monuments.
There you go.
Blugger leaves the wagon with you guys, the letter, and goes off to see if he can find some lumber to start a prospect.
He is super
Such an-
proactive. Look at
Such
him.
an industrious little fella. Gosh
Hello.
darn it.
I love Bluggard, man. The dude is just like, what do you mean? They burnt down and they're all dead? So no deed. Okay. And he's like, I gotta go buy lumber. Be back in an hour.
Adria will get some of the guards that she's in charge of to help unload the food and put it in storage somewhere. I don't know. Sure, we have
Like
a
We have a
like the
housekeeper.
storage of the hungry people's stomachs
Yeah, right?
because they have been
Like
under
20 of 'em?
siege.
I assume that we want to keep it somewhere.
Away from all the poor people. Yeah, I agree.
Well, no, but
Wow, alignment
we
shift.
don't want to just leave it out in a cart, in the middle of the road.
Where any old riffraff can get it.
We can distribute it to people, but I just didn't.
But only the ones that we like, right? Not the fucking scummy, filthy, dirty, poor folk outside the door begging for life.
Yeah, like those
None of
bars,
them.
They're also gonna get. Everyone's gonna get food.
except for the bar.
Everyone that pays this invoice. I like where her head's at.
It does make sense.
This is not charity.
To make sure it's
We
secure.
gotta get her to stop hanging out with the professionals and start hanging out with Nick again. She's starting to
It-
charge poor people for money.
It took AJ a little while, but she's getting there.
Well, it should be secured. We don't want it getting stolen.
Yeah, by those gross poor
By the
people.
last
I
20
agree.
people
Yeah.
left alive.
What does the letter say?
Fuck
it's
poor
Ismark-
people.
Says charge them extra.
She starts listening to Dead Kennedys while she's handing out food.
Right?
Kill the poor. Track 1.
Oh God.
The letters to the four of you asking about his sister, if she's alive, if things are going good, to give her his best. He has reorganized the town of Barovia. It's actually up and functional again. They have a gate built up.
Oh, look at him go.
They're actually trying to get a fence up and running. Donovan Steeple was first to get rebuilt fully. Though they have locked Doro up in another house away from the church because the screaming ruined the Sunday morning sermon.
It's probably good.
But Donovic still not, still trying to keep him safe as your guys' promise to try to save his son.
Oh, hell yeah.
Gertrude and her mother, they're active and safe. Give you their blessings. Pretty much just Barovia is actually somewhat holding on better than Veliki for once.
Yeah, wherever we go.
They haven't had a werewolf sighting since you left.
Gee,
But
I
in all
wonder
fairness, they're all blind now, so that's why there haven't been any sightings.
why.
Everything comes with a downside in Barovia.
So basically, we left Barovia, and they're doing really well now. And then we got to Veliki, and 2/3 of the town have been murdered.
I didn't
Exactly.
do it.
Yep.
Veliki was booming. It was doing great. It was having parties every weekend until you guys got there.
And then we
Now
got.
you guys have been there, like 2/3 have been slaughtered, and the gates are gone.
Okay.
Look, sometimes you have to
The
inject
Burgermaster's
the
dead.
virus. Sometimes you have to inject the virus in order to build up an immunity. That's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
So you guys
We're
are
in
pretty
it.
much like the forest fire. You went out clearing out all the dead.
We're a controlled burn.
Right.
Not
Well-
very much controlled, but controlled a little.
Plus
We're a
19
controlled
does
burn
not
that's
be
gone
controlled.
We've gone off the rails a little bit, yeah.
A barely controlled burn. How's that?
All right.
Bubba knows
quite
about
a
controlled
wildfire.
burns from that shot he took, remember?
That definitely controlled the burn.
Good God.
I got this burning sensation when I pee. And I got a
Is that a
funny
song?
feeling
Is that a-
you're the one that gave it to me. Yes, that's
That
a real
is
song.
too good for it not to be an actual song already.
It's a real song.
Oh, God, that is
That
sad.
isn't Rodney Carrington, is it?
Yes, it is.
That name sounds super rednecky.
It is.
No, it is.
Super rednecky.
You're playing D&D with a guy named Bubba, and Rodney Carrington seems fucking super rednecky.
It took us 20 episodes to establish. All right.
Now that we got the baseline on what is too redneck for Dees.
Yeah, pretty much anything. Anything's too redneck for me.
Oh, God.
I think locks on bagels too redneck for me.
The Sugar.
Alrighty. So, what's your guys' plan? You guys
Oh.
you guys have been given different informations. Adri was talking about the Dusk Elves. You guys have heard rumblings about the Amber Temple. You guys do have several allies still left in Barovia, or still left actually in the land of Barovia. You haven't fully tapped yet.
And an evil Kavir whacking about out there somewhere.
Oh, and the two
Yeah.
spies that are at war. The evil. Well, actually, not. Well, this world's Luda, and also
Luda.
the evil Kavir, and are at war, seeing who can kill you guys first.
I
Yeah,
bet
they
on
can
me
fight.
every time. Every time I bet on me. That guy's probably halfway to
But
us
the
being dead
question is,
already.
Adrian Kavir told
Nope.
the other two that they are being hunted by Strahd's two spy masters.
Have we told them?
Yes.
No, I haven't told them.
Well,
Oh,
you
no.
said Adri. You know Adri would have said something.
That's what I was just saying. I'm like, I
It's
know for a
Adri.
fact.
Everyone knows.
I haven't said anything, but
Yeah,
it
but
has
she-
been a
she-
whole.
Dude, when she
Day
walked
and
into
a half.
Strahd's castle and rung the doorbell and told Strahd he was trying to kill them already.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. All of Ravenloft knows.
That's not
She's got a
true.
newsletter, the Daily Ducky.
It's right on her
Behind
forehead.
the door said he's my Girl Scout.
She's got a blog.
She tweeted it.
She quacked it.
What you guys' plans?
I like the whole guerrilla warfare that I'm doing. You guys do whatever. I can keep harassing the shit out of them.
I don't know. I think we should maybe formulate a direction.
You know, are the Vistani even still there? Because we got separated across fucking Barovia.
The Vistani are no longer in your guys' town, but you guys haven't been back to their encampment to know if they're there or not. But they were. The three of you that were in town, do you remember Strahd telling them to stand down?
Yeah.
Stand down is such a weird sentence. Stand down. Like,
Yeah,
What?
agreed. It is a bit peculiar.
That's like lay up. Anyway, sorry.
What is it with these soup Nazis? Good try, Deej.
No, good try, Bubba. I think it's what do you guys think? Well done.
I really want to talk to the elf.
She is dead set on that. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get
They got to be related.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to get them in disguise to get in there and talk to the elves.
And there's also, whenever y'all do that disguise, just remember that the ears do go through the hat.
Wow, joke from a month ago. He's killing it.
I could just stealth my way
We haven't
in.
played for a fucking month, so fuck all of you.
He's got it written on a chalkboard behind him. He's like, I'm making this joke. Can't stop me.
Right there. Got my dry erase board of jokes I'm making.
A timely Newt Gingrich riff.
Ross Perot.
That was good.
Oh, God.
I can get into the camp anytime I want. I can stealth my way in.
Well, what do you think, Duckington?
Defer to the general. General Commander Duckington.
Well, I think it would be good if we could get some allies.
She will do whatever it takes to justify elves. Look at this.
They're all related.
Okay,
Once
we are from different realms. We cannot be related.
You can be related. You came here. If you had a kid here, you would be from a different realm, and they would be related to anyone else who was born here.
Yep. And I heard talk about
that logic doesn't make any sense.
I heard talk about like a band of 4 elven bards. They're all related.
No, I think they had like a horrible fate fall upon them, and they all died.
Oh, that is nonsense. Why do you act like this?
That'd be really brutal, though.
Man, that shit right there ain't canon.
Okay, sorry. Let's.
You weren't there. You weren't there.
That would be brutal. They couldn't find me because my soul is too dark.
Man, we didn't take us long.
Because he's too metal.
That's right.
Well, the first
most
thing I want to
metal
do
ever.
is I want to go do some research on that Amber Temple or whatever it's called.
All right.
And that'll let David open his book to whatever page that
I'm there.
and do some quick research. So he's not flying by the seat of his pants as we go around.
Oh, there it is.
So, where are you doing your research at?
In my lab.
All right.
The lab. It's a lab.
I didn't say anything.
I know.
Sex
I'm
dungeon.
just.
We're all thinking it, though.
I didn't say
all
sex dungeon.
Lab.
As you go through the books, you find the Amber Temple mentioned almost in like short sentences, or I mean, it's not even mentioned in main subjects. You can tell it's there. You know it exists. There was a lot of power that went in behind it, but it's like it's been purposely left out of a lot of the books.
Was there anything that I can find any info on it though? Like if I really looked.
Go ahead and give me an investigate.
I have a hefty library now.
Yes, you do.
Can I just take a 10 since I got time?
That's fine.
Okay. Well then, it should be
Pretty much, you can get the location of it, and you find where the Amber Temple is. Wizards in ancient Barovia built it to house the evil powers, that were in Barovia, the dark powers that it be, and eventually they realized the temple itself couldn't contain them, so they had to guard the temple and keep it. But that was until Strahd showed up, and also there was also an evil archmage name which has been missing from the text. He breached the temple's wards and freed the spirits. The last entries you could find about it is Strahd entering the temple as a human.
as a human.
Next, anything that any scripts written about Strahd after that, he's a vampire.
Well, that's definitely a good place to go check.
Now, Chunakote knows from the Tome of Strahd he has that Strahd writes in it about a dark pact he made with certain dark powers. But he doesn't say where, and he doesn't say how or when. but it was on the verge of Sergei's death.
I'd say that temple's a pretty good place to check.
Well, let me check with the sword and see what he knows about it.
All right. You reach out for Sergei, who's deep in the sword. He comes out. He's like, I didn't know about Strahd visiting the temple before the pact, but after my death and after the death of Tatiana, Strahd wasn't human anymore. Something changed. That's when the mists showed. The land was engulfed. It's been a few centuries.
Interesting.
There actually is one person that may know more.
Mm-hmm.
If you seek out Casimir Velikov, he's a Dusk Elf.
There you go, Adri.
Does he make pretty sweater?
He makes perfect sweaters.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Rachel does.
Casimir? Oh, I get it. Okay.
But
I was
now-
just going. You should have seen the inside of my brain when I was just like, "Do Dusk Elves make cloth? Is he half sheep?" Like I was just like, and then I was like, "Oh, Casimir, got it."
Casimir's connection is through Patrina, one of Strahd's to be wives. This happened a century or so ago. Pretty much a century after the whole Tatiana thing, and about a century ago. The Dusk Elves are old.
Well, then,
They know secrets as deep as the Vistani.
can I do some research on Casimir then?
You can. Where he is at, I'm not sure. I kind of haven't been out of the sword in a while.
No, I just mean I'll do some research in the books about any history of Casimir, any knowledges of him or writing.
All right. His name comes up in a few places. Nothing really heavy. Always around his sister, which would have been Strahd's bride.
Tatiana?
No, Patrina.
Patrina. Right.
Tatiana was to be Sergei's wife that Strahd coveted and loved, or thought he loved. Which souls trapped in Irina.
Allegedly. I still believe that it's Adri. The soul is in Adri.
What?
Adri wasn't in Ravenloft then.
Yeah, but we know that doesn't matter because of Adri's brain voice.
Now that would be a twist.
This is the first time I've heard this theory, and I don't like it.
Yeah, neither do I. Her charisma's not even close enough for Strahd.
That's yeah. Adri's not.
Ouch!
That's-
Ouch, David.
No, it's true.
Jesus.
Have you seen her character pack for Tori?
I know that's mean though. No, her charisma's way too low.
Adri's far too hideous.
Now, if Ragnar's charisma was higher, then he would have chased Ragnar instead of the professional. But he went after the
My
professional.
charisma's low. I think Ragnar's is higher. Ragnar, what's your charisma?
I'm very charismatic individual.
Yeah. I think Ragnar's number one.
Nope.
Da.
Are you higher, Jake? Jake, what's your charisma?
That's why I get all the ladies. I got
All
an
the
8.
ladies.
I got an 18.
Let's modify that correctly.
I got an 18 charisma.
Holy shit. Really?
Yes, really.
I gotta draw your character different. You are a dapper young man.
I am a dapper young wolf.
Okay, so let's do that. You guys want to check out this Amber Temple Castle? Question mark?
Yes, I think it sounds delightful.
Should we talk to Casimir first?
Yes.
If it
Which
gives,
is one
if
of
it,
the elves.
Yes.
if it gives me more information to destroy Strahd and get the fuck out of here, then yes.
Maybe we should kidnap him as opposed to trying to disguise and get in and talk to him.
What? Why?
Because it's easier to interrogate a person who doesn't want to give us information when they're separate. We can't interrogate a person surrounded by their kinsmen.
How are we going to tell them apart? They all look alike.
We could. Well, they have names. That's how you tell them apart. It's like they all look the same. How do we tell them apart? I'm like, by their name.
Do they have name tags?
No, but we could probably ask them.
Oh, okay.
Hey, are you that guy? We're looking to kidnap a dude. Yeah, that's me. Right on. Get in this bag.
You figure out how to find them. I can grab them if you want me to. But you find
I'm only part of the most cordial kidnappings.
Ah, well.
Kidnapping is actually a Ragnick Adri dual combo.
That's
yeah.
That's true. Let's play to our strengths.
Yeah.
You two,
Adri,
can you kidnap this child?
I do not believe in kidnapping. I will borrow child and bring him back.
Yeah, let's argue semantics about it. There
All
was
right,
a child at one location with his
again.
parents, and then he wasn't. Sorry. Let's not acknowledge our crimes.
Hey, we get on this crime streak again. We're not going to get off for another 2 episodes.
Oh, hear that? Other people think you've committed a lot of crimes as well. Not just me.
No, it's just you.
Okay. So, I guess let's head in that direction and we'll kind of plan on the way.
Which direction?
I like that.
Towards where we suspect Casimir would be.
All right.
The outskirts of the Vistani camp. Since they're like, the dregs of society there and they're kicked to the edges, which only makes it easier to grab them.
Wow. That's some Big Brother shit.
Think about it.
Fucking Jake's been watching 1984.
Watching? He's watching it. It's just sitting on his counter. He's not flipping the pages or anything. He's just staring at it.
They did make a movie out of it, asshole.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was watching the audiobook.
It's blowing my mind.
All right.
So
you guys, before you make your way.
Before we walk out, I go over and I kiss Clarabelle on the head. You are much more beautiful than I imagined. And I'll turn around and walk out.
Victor looks at you weird. Or whatever. Takes the goat with it downstairs.
I'm going to look around to the rest of us and be like, and we're just innocent. We're just going to stand here and see it and not say anything. Okay.
Nope. Not touching that one, buddy.
Go.
That makes one of us.
Alrighty. On the way out, you guys... on the way out of town, you guys see Bugger actually over there at the coffin maker shop trying to get it rebuilt. He's paid a couple of the guards to start moving lumber.
Hey, there aren't many of them left. Why aren't they guarding?
Do what he said. When he leaves, come back.
Look, I'm totally fine with you guys making money on the side, but this particular moment might be a bad one.
Yeah, just...
There are 7 of you.
You want me to hire the muscle-bound guys that Ragnick was teaching?
Yeah, hire some townsfolk, man. Get some fucking kids over here to nail some boards together. You don't need guards.
A trial child label in Barovia? It doesn't work well here.
Look, no one's going to throw you in jail because if they're doing their job, they should be guarding things and not arresting people.
I know Barovia doesn't have a CPS, but hell, I mean, there's people around.
Child Portal Services. That's what Victor used to run. He was the...
Yeah.
We lost more servants that way. But so you guys are on the way out. You guys head on the way to the Dusk Elves. You guys just walking normally, traveling normal. Any disguises? Anything crazy?
I think actually I'll probably disguise myself as a Dusk Elf just in case.
All right.
And I'll walk behind the other 3.
Alrighty.
No, I'm just gonna be a wolf.
What?
I can turn into a wolf.
You can't yet.
I can't do that yet. I can't try.
No, you're you're bitten, not born.
I can't even try it though.
You could try.
You can try.
I could try.
Walk down the road with the look on your face, but you're not gonna wolf.
All right.
I think is what he's saying.
That's okay. Well, I'm going to keep trying regardless.
He's the only werewolf in the history of the world that's desperately trying to become a werewolf. like that normal scene where you wake up on the side of the road covered in blood. You're like, no, what happened? He's doing the opposite. He's sitting
like,
there just
"Yeah,
like completely
rub it
clean.
on
Like,
me."
why can't I
Yep.
make it work?
He's chasing rabbits. Surely this will do it.
He's just biting the side of a cow.
I've tried the rabbit chasing thing in real life. It doesn't work. It just wears you out.
I
Oh,
can't
gosh.
tell. I can't tell where that metaphor is going. But let's shift gears quickly.
Bad places.
Just
All
to
right.
throw that out there. You may infer what you wish.
Hey, Kavir,
Hey,
can I look like a Dusk Elf too?
yes, and I'm gonna take my hand and go bap right in the face.
You literally just
throw-
throw.
Rude.
Yeah, throw like the skin powder, like right in her face, and then just kind of like wipe it.
My God.
It's a professional makeup application technique.
So now Adri looks like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger from Predator.
Nice.
Jake, your wolf looks up at you and just shakes his head like, "What the hell?"
She's a vegetarian, so she has to get to the slap chopper.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That commercial is so funny. I can't get past the part. He goes, "You're gonna love my nuts." He says that, like talking about peanuts and stuff. He's like chopping peanuts. He's like, "You're gonna love my nuts," and I'm like, "You're killing me, guy."
All right, so you guys reach the outskirts of the camp. You see a couple guards out there just cloaked and just sitting there. A couple Dusk Elf guards.
Want him taken out?
No.
AJ, you're gonna be dressed like a male Dusk Elf.
What?
You have to be dressed like a male.
Why?
Because cross-dressing, it's his thing.
No, because female Dusk Elves are rare, right?
You
Didn't I
tell.
hear that? David, didn't you say something like that? So in the last one we
Game.
played?
Out of game.
Oh, did we? Okay, well then I guess she's female.
It's gonna be great.
Okay. Whoops.
Rachel,
Okay.
welcome to every gaming table you've ever been at.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's like every time I walk into the gaming store.
This
Well,
is gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
Adri doesn't know that there's anything
Oh,
weird
this
in
is-
the situation.
This
so
is going to be beautiful.
What's
So-
up, fellow Dusk Elves?
What do you guys do?
Maybe your natural terrible charisma will work in your favor and they just won't know.
Yeah, that's true. We'll be like,
Oh my God.
No, we're not into her.
All right,
She's-
so Ragnik walks up. He puts his hand on the hilt of his sword. Are you standing down through, or should I let you sit down?
No, we should pretend. We're trying to get into their camp and
Yeah,
talk to them.
we don't
Right,
wanna-
they were told to stand down, so we should be able to just walk in and talk to whoever the fuck we want to.
What? They told the Vistani to stand down.
And the Vistani have control of the Dusk Elves, in a sense.
But are we to assume though that I'm allowed to, in times of peace, just walk onto a military installation? Like, it doesn't work like that. I can't just walk anywhere I want in times of peace. Like, they still have guards up for a reason.
I'm going to try and stealth past as best I can here.
Do you think that we could play the game where, like, we pretend like we have Ragnik as a prisoner? Because we look like he can stealth. The two of us look like Dusk Elves, and Ragnik is someone that they have great interest in, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
And worst case scenario, Ragnik could bust some heads.
I'm really grateful that I look like a Bond villain right now, because if you could see the look of what the fuck is wrong with you on my face.
What was wrong with what I said?
Well, it's like the scene from Star Wars with Chewbacca and the
Right.
Stormtrooper. Yeah, I think it's good.
Great,
Yeah,
I'm Chewbacca
alright.
now.
I think what we're saying is that you're a big hairy monster.
No, Ragnik manscapes.
So
I'm done
Gross.
drinking.
let's
Yep.
I was going to drink for a second. I'm good now.
Yep.
He uses a machete. That's the weirdest part.
I use my greatsword.
Oh,
Oh,
dear God.
Bro, we got that video 4th of July. It's true.
this gives a whole new term to the word bushwhacker.
It's my
so
meat. It's my meat
we're
sword.
gonna Okay, so
Take that,
Ragnar's gonna
editing.
pretend to be our prisoner.
I got a 21 on my stealth.
All right. Jake stealth close by. Now, are you guys gonna try to fake tie Ragnik's hands, or?
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
that would be best.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
can tie a knot that has like an easy release, so that if I instead of pulling the rope, like if I pull it, it'll stay tight, but if I push it forward like through the knot, it'll come loose immediately.
All right. So you guys, with Ragnik, head on up to the 3 guards.
Okay.
Just kind of sitting there. You see them around a small little fire. They're in front of the cabin houses where the Dusk Elves are camped out. They have this little kind of pot going. Smells, elven tea.
Before we approach, we can see them for about a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna look at Adrian and be like, please let me do the talking, please.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Do I know what language they speak?
Elven in common.
Elven and common. Perfect. Okay. While we're walking up for that minute long, I'm going to observe the way they stand and stuff like that, so that way I can kind of mimic that using the mastermind abilities.
Unlike most elves that you see that are kind of like joyful and upstanding and uptight, some of them, these elves kind of like almost seem broken, like there's no pride in their race. So I mean, they're there, they're doing their thing, they're living, but the way they kind of have a mopiness to them.
They're like emo elves.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. This is like Adri's posters on her wall when she was a kid. Like
Right.
emo elves.
They're playing like My Chemical Romance, blaring it. You guys can walk.
My alchemical romance. Okay, then as we approach, I'm going to stop and let them do the greeting first, so I can not fuck that up.
Look over. They kind of like look at you guys odd for a second. Oh shit! You have one of them.
We caught him.
You didn't hear the orders.
What orders?
Strahd said they're not to be touched.
I didn't touch him. And I'm gonna like hold up the rope.
An elf that takes things literal. Great.
We have our orders as well.
Wait.
We told you not to touch them.
They point at Adri. She female?
And okay. Can I just do an intelligence check to try to determine whether or not I would know from that question if that was weird? That
all right.
Okay. So then, plus the huge intelligence.
Something's not adding up right. Something in your mind is not adding up right about the question.
Okay. So then, my immediate reaction is going to be to look at Adri and then laugh hysterically and point and be like, "They called you a woman."
Do I have to roll insight to see if I get
Yes.
what's going on? Okay.
This isn't the first time this has happened.
18 on my insight.
All right. You pick up something's changed in your guys' plan. Obviously, Kavir's picked up something that you haven't yet about the Dusk Elves, and he's playing off of it.
I will laugh with Kavir and be like, "Oh man, that's like ridiculous."
Let's hear the character. Let's hear the character voice.
Yeah, we got to hear the disguised voice.
Yeah, disguise voice. Let's do it.
I'm almost tempted to ask for a bluff check on her.
Oh no, don't do that. What is that, charisma?
Yes.
This is all in character, by the way. Oh no, don't do that. Okay. Shit.
I'm sorry. That'd be a deception in 5e.
That would still be bad.
I know. Almost as bad as an intelligence check.
All that forehead,
almost.
nothing inside.
Oh man, that's really funny. Huh. I'm not gonna say anything else.
All right.
Come on, where's the voice?
Yeah, the voice.
That was the voice.
Was that not deep enough?
I didn't hear it. Do your male voice.
Oh, it's really funny. That's
Fantastic. I'm just gonna look at her for like a long time, like with this look on my face, like, are you serious? That's the one. And then I'm gonna look back up and I'm like, I have my orders.
They're like,
just gonna nod.
then I guess you take him up to the Vistani.
We're looking for someone.
Who?
And I'm gonna do a thing where I'm gonna take my from like a very we have orders kind of stance to a more relaxed
Hold up.
kind of.
Like, wait a minute. The guy scratches says, "Who gave you guys orders?" The Vistani already gave us orders to go hunt for the kid.
The spy master.
Oh shit! You got dragged into the war. Sucks to be you.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna take it down to like a kind of relaxed, like, yeah, I know, right, kind of tone. And we're like, yeah, well, we all have to do what we're commanded. So
which one you guys get sucked into?
The new guy.
Just nodding.
No, we knew about Ludo, but yeah, that new guy's weird.
Yeah, but I hear he's really good at his job.
Yeah,
or at least that's
weird questions.
Oh, I'm sure he does. But I mean, I'm sure that they're all for a reason. There's no reason for us to think less of him because of those questions.
No.
The rumors that I've heard about that guy, he's dangerous.
Yeah, well, what we're hearing from the rumors in the castles, he didn't even come through the mist.
Oh, that means he must be really cool. Or important, probably.
Are you talking about Evil Kavir?
You actually have a name for him? They haven't even given us a name. They just call him the Sight.
That guy is douchebag. Do not worry about him.
Look at that. He's made a powerful enemy already. He's only been here for a short time. That must mean that they respect his abilities.
Well, I'm gonna shoot a glance at regular Kavir.
I'm gonna use message. I'm gonna use message to message him. I'm like, play along, dickhead.
I'm not dickhead. You're a dickhead.
But hey,
like he's gone completely mad.
If you guys got orders, I check with Aragol before I check with Luvish.
Aragol? That's what he said, though?
Yeah, the Vistani brothers that run the camp.
Right. We're looking for
Aragol's
Casimir.
What do you want with Casimir for?
We were told that he would have a letter for us.
Beautiful sweater.
To give us further instructions.
No, I'm not letting that joke die.
No. They're kind of looking at you guys odd. Casimir?
That's what I was told.
All right.
I don't ask questions.
Well, 3 houses down. He's in it by himself, as he always is.
Right. Do us a favor. If any of these others approach behind us, maybe sound a call, let us know they're coming.
You talking about his allies?
Yeah, his allies are going to be looking for him, so keep a vigilant eye in this direction. They should be right behind us.
Great.
And I'm gonna message to Adrian, like, pro tip, keep your enemies off balance.
Like, they're shaking their heads like, we're gonna need more elves. Problem is the rest of them are out looking for the kid.
The kid?
Yeah, Luvish's kid's gone missing. It's why he attacked the town. They were told the town took the kid. And then you guys...
Why does that sound familiar?
He's one of the brothers that runs the Vistani camp.
Man, I'm sorry. It's been a long day. We're having to deal with this guy.
Nuts. He's like, when that wolf boy shot us with the spells, we were for sure the Vistani was for sure they were taunting, saying that they had the kid.
Yeah, I hear dangerous things about that wolf one. Luckily, I didn't have to meet him on the side of the road. And we're speaking in Elvish. Do I know if Ragnek speaks Elvish just from being around him for a long time?
Oh, he absolutely does not speak Elven.
No.
Rad. I'm going to look at them and be like, in Elvish, I'm going to say, luckily this one's an idiot and super easy to beat. So we got him pretty easily. The other ones caused us a lot of trouble, especially the one in the hat.
They look at you odd. And they say in Elvish, this is the one that ripped Vampire Spawn's arms off. We heard what happened to Isaac.
Ooh. Well, I got lucky, I guess.
Take your prize.
All right.
Well,
keep vigilant.
Mm-hmm. They're looking on the road. They whisper among themselves as you guys pass.
I'm going to look at AJ and be like, give her the like excited face, like, oh my God, we did it. That was really good. You're doing a good job.
She whispers, she's like, thank you. It seems really weird here, though.
Of course it's weird here. They're all elves.
Give me a perception.
Who?
Everybody?
Both, everyone.
I did not notice.
No, Kavir's too busy doing his happiness to notice anything.
21.
I got a 20.
Wow.
Okay. Adrian?
24.
Rag?
21.
You guys notice there are no women in town of the Dusk Elves.
Oh. That's why I got a low perception.
They are
I already knew that.
strictly male.
Hey, Kavir,
So you guys,
perhaps instead of tying me up and bringing me in here, we should have just brought Adri.
What?
Oh, because of the everybody's a guy thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like
much more valuable to these men than me.
I don't know.
Do you see how kidnapping can get flipped around and make it uncomfortable for you? Kidnapping's not good. And I think this is a valuable lesson that we're all learning right now.
you're not kidnapping or borrowing Ragnick and then returning him.
I was actually targeting Adri with this one.
I know.
Because Ragnick's too far gone. I'm not going to be able to convince him to change. Okay.
With that I think he has, he's seeing everything right now, though.
And I'm going to hand the rope, the lead rope to Adri. I'm like, hold this for a second.
All right.
And I'm going to go into my kit.
Okay.
And I'm going to make some quick edits to her costume.
Okay. Where are we standing while we do this?
Well, most of the guards are looking in the opposite direction. So I figure if I turn my back to them, I can kind of block you out.
Okay.
Or maybe you could just use your forehead to grant us full cover. The edits I'm gonna make is I'm gonna take maybe like a sheet, kind of padded, fold it over a few times, and I'm like, put this under your shirt, kind of flatten that down.
Okay,
And
I
then
assumed I was wearing my armor, but
She has lots of sheets already, so you don't even need to get one of yours.
I just assumed that if we're in costume, we wouldn't be wearing your armor.
okay, all right,
Right.
Sure. Okay.
And then hold on, I'm gonna kind of put some like kind of sharp, kind of contoured lines on the side of the face to make it more angular.
Okay.
I'm like, do the voice again.
Okay. Do I sound like a guy?
No, deepen it up a little. This is coaching. We're coaching.
All right. How about now?
Go like that. Throw some gravel in there.
Okay.
That's much better. That was much better. Fantastic.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Adrian. All I have to do is be like, hold on, try that again. And then she has to do that voice again. It's fantastic.
Maybe I should just not talk.
Oh yeah, they had their tongue cut out. They're like ill in pain.
Oh my god, I want to make a lesbian unsullied joke right now.
Oh, that's fucking funny though. I'm sorry. Bump. Prepare for the emails. They all come to me anyway.
Yeah, all hate mail goes to these.
Okay, so I guess continuing on our way to go to the house where Casimir is.
I'm probably already outside of it since you guys were doing your whole thing.
Yeah, let's try to keep Ragnik out of the main view. Let's try to take as back away there as we can.
All right. So you guys reach Casimir's house. Jake's hidden outside.
If I got there early, I kind of do a little scouting and listen for anything I can. You want like a perception on that?
Sure.
14, not as good. I don't know if that garners me anything, but
You really don't hear any noises from inside.
okay.
All right. As you guys reach the cabin, there's no locks on the doors. Just
One door, windows.
windows all around the outside, one big door in the front. It carries a couple beds inside, a table. You guys can see the rooms and the tables and whatnot through the windows.
Okay.
He's in there by himself near the fire, kind of just poking it with a stick.
What does he look like?
He's an older elf. He's been around for a couple centuries.
Do you have a sister?
Oh my God, Jake.
No, they're all dead.
Well, you said older. I had to make the comment before someone else did.
He used to have a sister, from what you guys heard. But I mean, he's sitting there. His hair is kind of black to gray. His skin's normal color for a Dusk elf. Just looks older, aged, more defined, and not as young. The skin's more tighter, pulled. I mean, he's just kind of sitting there. His clothes are going down. He's been in there for a while. It's like he really doesn't care what he looks like anymore. He keeps himself up, but
Aww,
you can tell he just hasn't taken care of himself much.
these elves are so sad.
Aren't they adorable?
This is hurting Adri's heart.
Oh.
First time she's seen elves in all her life outside of home.
I know.
Steal a kid, everything's fine. Sad elves, oh my God, the world's collapsing.
Dugnado's some skeletons, but she doesn't care about them.
I don't care
Or their
about
final
them.
resting place, or who they actually belong to.
They're just bones to me. Not people.
It could have been somebody's
Only
kid.
elves are people.
And there's family and related.
Adri's an elf Nazi.
She's not.
She only cares about elves.
That's not true.
She doesn't even care about her 4 cousins she left behind.
That's
I know. Not even a word, not a letter, not any worry.
Nothing.
For how many games did we play before she even acknowledged they existed?
Right?
This is the first one, I think.
Shh. The look on her face right now is perfect.
So when we walk in and we talk to, when we first walk in, does he react in any particularly sketch way?
He kind of looks up and looks at you guys first, and he nods and kind of waves you guys in. How can I? Oh, shh. Just as his eyes go up, Ragnik coming in like,
I'm sexy
what in
and
the
I
nine
know
hells
it.
did I do wrong?
Can I message Ragnik? And I'm gonna say, be really like feral, but look like you've been drugged or confused. Like you've been drugged, so you're easy to manage. To kind of sell this lie.
All right. Let's roll an intelligence check to see if
I
I can
was
figure
just
that
gonna
out.
He doesn't know what the words are. He doesn't know words.
I was just gonna say.
I said it to his brain.
Not to know what the words are. He knows what the words are. This is to see how he interprets go feral.
Yeah.
I love how we just justify these actions.
Hey, it makes perfect sense to me.
So I rolled a 6
Oh, this is gonna be great.
plus 0. How good a grip you got on me, Dees?
I don't have you.
Adri has it.
Oh, Jesus.
How good a grip you got on me, Adri?
You want me to do like a strength check?
Yeah.
Oh,
because
Jesus.
He specifically said Kavir had a slip knot on him. This isn't going to go good.
You have to
No,
push
the
on
slip
it.
knot. You have to push on the knot to release it. Pulling on it stays tight.
I got a 19 on my strength check.
Oh,
That ain't
no.
going to work. He has advantage on strength checks. He's feral.
Is that when he's? Is that what you do when he's raging?
Yeah, I'm not raging. So All right. I will. I run forward, and as soon as the rope gets taut, I kind of lean forward and snap at the guy.
Like, pull him back.
He he just kind of like shakes his head, and he's like, I mean, you scared him, but he's kind of like lost in the moment. Like, you captured him?
I'm gonna say we had some help, and I'm gonna pull out of my pouch that thing I just messaged you about, that letter.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna show it to him like, the new spy master has told me to ask you a few questions before we return to meet him with his capture.
All right.
We need to know about the Amber Temple. We heard that you might know about it.
You see a gleam in his eye the minute you mention Amber Temple. I know it's located in the mountains near the pass.
What else do you know?
Strahd, our Lord Strahd considers it a holy place. How about you leave the half-orc with me while you go see the spy master?
It was under direct instruction to take him, and before meeting back up with him towards the Amber Temple, or to meet with him before that we could travel to the Amber Temple. But I had to bring Ragnik with me, or with us.
Why are you going to the Amber Temple?
I don't know too much information. All I know is what the spy master told me, and he is not messing around.
He nods.
If there's any issue, I'm sure I could send him over here, and you could talk to him.
There isn't. I'm coming with you.
That's fine.
He starts gathering his bags. You're going to need someone who knows the Amber Temple to get through it. He grabs his bag and his staff.
Can I do a check real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to do a when he said you're going to need someone with you. I want to go ahead. I want to do a insight check.
Can I also do an insight?
Of course.
I got a 22.
All right.
Might as well throw one up there too. What the hell?
I got a 20.
I got 15.
I'm not going to be doing an inside check because I don't give a shit.
All right.
I just want to feel like I'm part of the group.
Essentially, what I'm checking on is whether or not he seemed like he said he had a gleam in his eye when we talked about the Amber Temple. He obviously has some connection. He wants to go back there. So when he said you're going to need someone, do I get the implication that he knows something funny, like he finds it funny?
It's not that he finds it funny. You can definitely tell he wants to go back. You definitely know there's something about it he's not telling you.
Right.
But not like underhanded in a sense. More that it's the Amber Temple. There is something driving him that way.
The way he talks, does it seem like he's an intelligent person? The way his is it his elocution?
Yes.
He seems very intelligent.
Yes.
He's older.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of clothes is he wearing?
At one time, they would have been nobles.
Well, when he packs up his gear to go out on the road on an adventure, what does he put on to prepare?
When he grabs his bag, you can hear the sound of metal clink in it, like from armor.
Okay.
Grabs a case of arrows, normal longbow. Grabs a staff, a walking stick, and a short sword.
I'm going to kind of stand on the other side of the people and be rolling up the scroll to put it away.
All right.
Facing away from him, and I'm going to cast a spell, Detect Thoughts.
All right.
And after I've cast the spell Detect Thoughts on him...
What's the DC on that?
I have to look it up. Hold on. All right, my DC should be 16.
All right. He fails. You're picking up his sister on his mind, Katrina Velikanov.
I'm going to try to lead his thoughts as part of the function. The way that the spell... The way the way it was explained in the description was that there are different types of thoughts, like surface thoughts, and you can manipulate surface thoughts by bringing up a topic because your brain like glances towards it for a second.
All right.
And then the longer you hold it, the more information you can get deeper into their thoughts. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say, so tell us what you know about the Amber Temple. That'll get his brain to think about that for a second.
I know the rough layout of it.
That's the thought he has in his head.
Oh no, that's what he says out. Did you ask him out loud or in his head?
Out loud.
Okay. Out loud, you hear his mouth begin to move, saying that he knows the rough layout of it. In his head, you start seeing a flash of sequences, like dreams that he's had of it. His sister. He has some hidden hope that there's an item there that he can bring her back from the dead with.
And now, immediately, that's what I'm thinking about. Okay. Well, what about dangers? Are there any dangers there?
You also pick up he was actually planning on trying to get Freelance to take him there.
Are his thoughts malevolent at all?
No. Malevolent, no. The Dusk Elves, him, no. Broken, yes. Malevolent, no.
But he does. Yeah, he doesn't strike me as evil.
No. Strahd broke the Dusk Elves. They're not an evil race. They're just a broken people.
Okay. And then the last thing, since he had that thought about the item, I'm going to ask him: are there any relics of great importance that do anything special that we should know about before we go there?
There's not just one relic. The temple's full of them.
But does his mind think of any particular one?
Not one in particular, because he's going on a gamble that he hopes something's there that can do it.
He doesn't know of the actual thing, though.
No.
Okay.
But if there's any place in Ravenloft that has that kind of power, outside of Castle Ravenloft, it's the Amber Temple.
Okay.
You see him pick up a spell book as well, and tie it to his hip.
Of course, you would leave that part towards the end. That's why I was profiling what he was putting on. When you said plate, metal, and arrows, I was like, okay,
I didn't
I'm
say
good.
plate. I said you heard armor, like metal shake of armor in his bag.
Right. And then I was like, I'm profiling him as like a melee guy. And then all of a sudden at the very end, after the entire thing goes off without a hitch, oh yeah, then he like straps his spell book to it. I'm like, come on, David. Okay.
He looks at you. Are we ready?
I'm going to look at Adri.
He looks at you. You are going to need a more battle-hardened elf to come with us.
I can handle it.
Hey,
Your boy doesn't look past 12.
Give him the gruff.
rude.
Give him the gruff. Give him the gruff voice. You have to sell that you're a hard-ass warrior. Go.
Rude.
This I want a deception on.
You haven't seen me fight yet. I have to roll deception.
You
is that
weren't
what you said?
there. That's not canon.
Hey, can Ragnick use ventriloquism?
David, did you say I had to roll deception?
Yeah.
Okay.
Casimir isn't your guys'
hold on,
run-of-the-mill
that was
Dusk Elf guard.
sideways. 12.
God damn it.
Did you intimidate him with a 12? Oh man,
No,
that's
she
fantastic.
decepted him with a 12.
So good at this.
Oh my God.
This might be one of my new favorite interactions.
When
That dice.
When it looks like he's falling for it, it's just gonna look at Kabir and be like,
She totally breaks the illusion. She does it right in front of him.
His mouth
That
just
would-
kind of drops wide open.
That would be Adri.
Something's odd about you.
Hey, are we done? Are we done with charade yet?
I'm outside stealthily shaking my head now.
I've never heard a better response to that. Something's off about you. Nothing's weird about me. Can't prove it.
You have been deceived, girlfriend.
I am dying. That is so funny.
All right.
Are we done with charade yet?
All right. Let's go
Oh, that's good.
to the Amber Temple.
Once again, we want to thank you guys for listening to Freelance Heroism. We hope you're having just as much fun listening as we are playing. Visit us at facebook.com/freelanceheroism and leave us a like. If you want to see our adventures in comic form, The Professional illustrates our misadventures and more at 1d4rounds.com. And if you want to support us, consider donating. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Keep an eye out for rewards as we add them.
Our theme music is Nadie, Sabe by Knit Your Own Scarf, used under the Creative Commons license. You can find a link in the show notes. Our cast includes me, Dees Cassius as Kavir the Professional, Rachel Moore as Adri the Wood Elf, Bubba Downs as Ragnik the Bold, Jake Sipple as Chunakote the Wayward Shaman, and of course, last but not least, our DM, David D. Walker.
Questions or comments? Send an email to freelanceheroismpodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to give us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next week. In the meantime, the invoice is in the mail.